What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday, so that could only mean one thing. And you see the gorgeous man here in the box. That means it must be SmackDown review time on Between the Ropes, because I got my tag team partner, my man, my boy, Jeff Huffman, the eye candy of the show. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I'm a little pissed. I'm not a little pissed off. I'm a lot pissed off.
Why
It is an absolute joke that Yasiel Puig is on the cover of MLB 15 The Show. That is a joke.
We got to start the show off with some video game stuff. I mean, it's not like this is a wrestling program or anything.
No, not at all.
No, I agree. It's ridiculous.
That was a joke.
It's ridiculous.
No, Bumgarner.
Not Trout.
Not Trout. Bumgarner, Jeter, Molina, even Kershaw.
Jeter would have made sense. That would have been a nice honor.
Yeah, actually, some dude. I listed all those names, even Stanton.
Yeah. Oh, sure. And maybe use the shot of him getting hit in the face with the fucking ball. That'll sell some copies.
He just signed a ridiculous $320 million contract.
Yeah, that is going to turn into the fucking joke. Which it's not, by the way. It's not Keith Olbermann had this 100% right. It's a scam. It's not a $320 million contract. It will never be a $320 million contract. It's a fucking scam. Keith Olbermann's a dick, but he's right on this. Watch that video. He'll explain it all. I'm not smart enough to explain it.
Actually, after I listed all those names there, some gentleman decided to reply to me saying, Jeter doesn't even play baseball anymore. Why the fuck would he be on next year's cover? I replied because it's Jeter and any baseball fan could appreciate that.
Sure.
Yeah, he hasn't replied back.
Yeah, he has nothing to say. It'll move copies. Simple. Think of it this way, to tie this into a little bit of wrestling for a second. What would happen if they put Macho Man on the cover of next year's WWE 16?
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, exactly. People would lose they'd be like, oh my God, it's Macho Man. That'd be great. That's a good possibility. All right, so we're here for SmackDown. I know you're very distracted by video games, and of course you're watching hockey. So
and good thing you didn't score Jake Allen because he just let up another one.
Yes, I'm so glad I sat him. Woohoo!
He was screened and it got deflected. Okay, not his fault.
Whatever, not his fault. Sure, make excuses. Okay, so welcome to Between the Ropes. I don't know, 9? Who gives a fuck? It's SmackDown review for last night's SmackDown. And it was an interesting show. It had the potential to be horrible. What's that?
Yes, it did. It did, yeah. It looked to be horrible, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Look, when I hear that Santino Marella is in charge, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that bad. He came out.
No, he came out, said his thing.
Yeah.
Got out of there. It wasn't that bad.
No, he had a couple of segments. He had a stupid segment with the bunny, but at least the bunny was limited tonight, so that was good. So it wasn't too bad. I was not all that upset. So, yeah, Santino kicks off the show, does the intros, and he's like, I'm in charge. It's Santino Marella. And they just basically start the show off on a fucking bang, don't they? Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper for the Intercontinental title. These guys are having a great series of matches, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Fuck. And I believe I had this called that it was going to be a ladder match at TLC. Now that is official.
That should be interesting with Ziggler's ability and what I'd like to see what Luke Harper can do in.
Harper's the one big man that I don't cringe with the idea of a ladder match because the way he moves.
Right.
This is going to be a great match. I'm so fucking looking forward. Harper's going to win. I don't think they're going to give the belt back to Ziggler because I think hopefully they have bigger things in mind for him. So I got Harper winning that matchup because they just put the belt on him.
Right. It wouldn't make too much sense to give the belt right back to Ziggler.
Then again, they did the same thing when they gave the belt to Miz for a second and gave it right back to Ziggler. So it's possible they could do it again.
That was never mind. I'm going to murder somebody.
Why now?
Oh, it's only 3-0 with 20 seconds left in the first period.
Oh God, I'm so glad I sat Allen. Oh, did I sit Allen?
I can check it for you real quick.
I don't think I sat him.
I got it put up right now. Hold on.
No, I didn't sit him. I know I didn't fucking sit him. Oh, God.
No, you started him.
I started him. Oh, cruel hubris. Anyways. Oh, well, fuck it. I'm up by like 60 points. It doesn't matter.
God, I'm going to...
All right, so Ziggler, Harper have another great match. Harper kicks him in the nuts, gets disqualified. And
that was a nice little kick to the nuts.
The nut shot looked good. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool nut shot. But Harper retains, and now they got the match set up for TLC, and that should be a pretty damn good match. I'm excited about that. Oh, yeah, Ziggler's reversal of the power bomb into a face buster on the ladder. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was a cool little spot. So after that,
it wasn't the best spot of the night, though.
No, it wasn't. We'll get to that in a moment. The remnants of the Authority come out next. Rollins once again gives a good promo.
I don't get the weird laugh thing.
Yeah, that is kind of a weird thing.
It's awkward.
It is. It is awkward. But he's not that bad. Show does show stuff. Kane does Kane stuff.
Show comes out, being the woman that he is, in his constant mood swings.
I like that they made that Show later made reference that we're the three most selfish guys in all of wrestling.
Yeah.
That was funny. I was like, well, at least he owns it. At least he owns it. I'm starting to not understand the idea of having Cena's number one contendership up in this match unless they're going to have him lose the match between Rollins and Cena. The only reason I could see them putting the number one contendership up is if they're going to actually have him lose the match, which I don't see happening.
No, I don't either. I think it's just to give it somewhat, just give it a little bit of hype.
I guess, but I mean, he just won it at Hell in a Cell. I don't know. It doesn't really make a lot of. I guess it's just another down and out Cena storyline. I don't know. It's very strange. It's very
Super
strange.
Cena comeback.
Yeah, because we haven't seen that before.
No.
After
the Blues are gonna need a Super Cena comeback.
So after like 6 or 7 minutes of this fucking promo or Kane and Big Show ramble, it was really, really long.
Big Show says he's gonna have a steel step match.
Yeah, I said that on the Raw review. I go, it looks like we're gonna have tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs. Because
whatever.
Yeah, it looks like. And now
you couldn't just make it a no holds barred match, but
no,
whatever.
A stairs match because that's not gonna get fucking boring.
No.
Then Morello comes out and he books the 6-man tag a regular tag team match for main event. Rollins and Big Show versus Ryback and Eric Rowan. We'll talk about that in a little bit. That was actually not horrible, surprisingly.
No, nothing great.
Yeah, and then we get a Raw recap where they go over what happened with The Miz and Jimmy Uso, and, of course, the lovely Naomi.
Miz is trying to set up a 3-way with Naomi and Maurice, I guess.
Right? For the longest, I was like, the Usos needed something to start bringing out their personality. Because we know that they could wrestle, but they haven't done anything storyline-wise like the entire time they've been in. This is the first opportunity, and I got to say, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I got to give The Miz a little bit of credit.
Well, which Uso is it that's married to Naomi?
This is Jimmy.
Jimmy, okay.
Yeah, Jimmy's married to Naomi, and Jay's doing his own thing.
Yeah, I think Jimmy's doing a good job.
Yeah. All he has to do is be an angry black man. I mean, that's basically that's the role he's playing. He's
right.
Stay away from my wife, and then smashing flowers and shit. I mean,
no, I liked when he came out on Raw, just like came storming out and slapped Miz across the face.
The fuck out of Miz. Woo. The Miz is doing a really good job of putting him over too.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not a Miz guy. I shit on the Miz quite often. Mm-hmm. I gotta start giving the guy credit because he also had a pretty fucking good match tonight.
Wasn't bad.
No, not at all.
None of the matches were great, but
none of them was huge. Yeah, but it wasn't bad. After the break, the little commercial break, and then we get Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, which I guess is a new tag team. They're tagging together now all the time.
Yeah.
I guess they need something to do with Cesaro until his contract runs out. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Against the New Day. All right, now we're 3 appearances in. What do we think of the New Day?
I like them.
I like the fact that they go back to, it's kind of a throwback to Freebird rules. JBL calls them the fabulous Glee Birds, which I find is hilarious because they're a happy version of the Freebirds. I like that any 2 of the 3 could wrestle at any time. So
they do the little
the odds and evens.
Odds and evens, yeah.
I like that. And all 3 of them can work, and that's important. Mm-hmm. And Big E, unlike Xavier Woods, when Xavier Woods was on the outside during a match, Big E brought something to the table from being on the outside. The way he was trying to get the crowd into the match, the way he was acting like a preacher, the stuff he's doing, I'm really, really enjoying what Big E is doing. This is a good role for him.
Yeah, it is. I love the handkerchief.
I love that handkerchief. and with Kofi, it was smart to put Kofi in this group because you know what you're going to get out of Kofi. Kofi is a consummate worker. He's a consummate professional.
Amazing athlete.
And Xavier Woods, he can move. He's smart. He's quick. And I really like the group. I didn't think I was going to like all of their rah-rah, stuff. But then they cut this promo after they won the match because I didn't talk much about the match because we didn't really need to.
There wasn't much.
Wasn't much of a match, and they win. But then they cut this promo on fucking Golden Stardust. And it was
after they cut a promo on them.
After Golden Stardust talked about the black hole and stuff again.
Mm-hmm.
New Day, all 3 of them cut a nice little promo, and it was the first time where I was like, okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting these guys a little bit. It wasn't all just dancing around. They had something to say, and I kind of liked it. So they kind of sucked me in. I'm hoping that they do something with this feud, and I'm hoping that the New Day is not just, 3 MB with the volume turned up.
Yeah.
So after that, Naomi, they do the flowers thing.
Jimmy chucks the flowers.
He breaks the fucking vase of flowers, which is hysterical. And then Swagger comes out and he does his thing. What the hell is up with Swagger? Why is Swagger back in this feud with Rusev?
Like I said, did I say this? I may have said this just to eat up some time till Rusev eventually loses to, you were saying, Cena.
Yeah, but now it looks like he's going to be feuding with Reigns when Reigns comes back, so who knows how that's going to go. But it looks like they're re-pushing Swagger. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
maybe... They're probably not, but I mean, I like Jack Swagger. I always have.
I do too.
And he talked. He did a promo. He actually cut his own promo because Zeb Coulter's out.
Yeah.
And his promo wasn't bad. He has that god-awful lisp, but it wasn't too bad. Then Rusev and my future oxygen mask, because that's how I'd like to wear her as, Lana comes out, and they basically say, no, we're not fighting. We're not doing it. We're not competing. We don't feel safe here. Oh, no, because Rusev was supposed to fight Ambrose.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. That's who he didn't fight.
Ambrose about got decapitated.
Yeah, Ambrose goes to attack Swagger, and then out of nowhere, Bray, because Lord knows it's hard to pinpoint where a 300-pound fucking hairy man is. But apparently he goes undetected and attacks Ambrose from behind on the entranceway, and they get in a little scrap, and then what a great spot they have with this chair into the throat. God damn, that looked good.
That looked fantastic, and Ambrose sold it.
Yes.
I don't think he could have sold it any better.
No, I agree. And they do not do stretcher jobs very often when they're not legit injuries. When they do a stretcher job, it's to write someone off of TV. They're not writing him off. They're in the main event at TLC. They're in the only TLC match at TLC. So we know what we're going to get there. And it's just really, finally they add something to this feud that I give a fuck about. I mean, Jesus. Because this feud has died for me.
Yeah. There hasn't been much to it. It's the same promo every week.
Yes. It insulted me on Raw that nothing has gotten to Bray Wyatt. Nothing.
But don't you break the chair.
Break his chair and he loses his fucking mind? He cries on the ramp? What? What?
I don't know.
Yeah. They did something this week, though. That was a great stretcher angle, and it looked good. Man, it looked vicious, man. I was really worried about him.
Yeah, and that's obviously why people thought it was real.
Yeah, it was so good that people who were doing the spoilers were like, I'm not sure if this was real or not. He might have been hurt because it looked really good. It looked really, really good. I was impressed. I guess we're both in agreement that was spot of the night right there.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
I think that
was the best part of the show right there.
It was.
I think.
It was. No, I agree. I agree with you 100%. 100%. So, after that, what happens after that? Oh, yes,
Divas
that's right.
match.
Divas match. That's right. First, The Miz tries to, say that his intentions toward Naomi are pure and misunderstood and all that stuff, and he just wants to help. Jimmy and Jay. Oh no, this is before the Divas match. Jimmy and Jay come out, and now it's Jey Uso versus The Miz. That's before the Divas match. And
Jimmy starts going nuts, gets ejected.
Yeah, he gets ejected, and Jay and The Miz have a pretty decent match, and that the Miz wins in 3-4 minutes, skull crushing finale.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that long of a match. Didn't really need to be. Just kind of further the feud. Now Miz holds a win over Jimmy's brother, so it is what it is. I like the angle. I like where it's going. Hopefully, Miz and Mizdow will hold on to the titles through this. I don't see the Usos taking the belts off of them.
I don't either.
It wouldn't make a lot of sense. The funny thing is, the Usos might be at the point where this could be a breakup angle. They might be breaking them up over the way Jimmy is reacting with his wife, and Jay is like, I can't have this. And this could be the end for the Usos. Do you think that's a possibility?
It's a possibility. I can't really say at this point if that's in fact going to happen or not, but
do you think it should happen? Do you think that this tag team has run its course, or do you think they have another?
I mean, they're identical. They're identical twins.
Yeah.
But so I don't know if they can go off on their own.
Well, these aren't exactly the Hardys. These guys they're quite similar. It's not like one guy's the power, one guy's the speed. I mean, I'm not calling Matt Hardy the power, but obviously Jeff was the real high flyer of the team. The Usos kind of both do the same thing. Their styles are identical, just as they are.
Which that'd be kind of interesting to see what kind of singles match they could put on with each other.
Yeah. Do you think that they could fucking split them up and then completely change their looks? Like have one go one way and one go the other? Is one going to get a silly gimmick? Are they both going to get stupid gimmicks? I mean, it's interesting.
There's so many ways you could go with them if you would split them up.
I don't understand the point of introducing this angle and finally for the first time of showing some personality if they're not going to do something big like break them up. And because it makes no sense to give them back the belts. But who knows? We'll see. Next, Naomi, the aforementioned Naomi versus Brie Bella, which did you see this botch-tastic fucking match they had?
Yes, I did.
Biggest spot of the fucking match. Just a nasty botch. They almost fall out of the fucking ring. Ugh, God, Brie, and it's Brie's fault. Brie, she's anorexic.
Does that surprise you?
No, but you know what? This is a problem. I think she's fucking unhealthy. She's lost so much weight from where she started, and people want to call Nikki fat or whatever. Nikki's normal. I don't think Nikki ever gained any weight. I think Brie just got so fucking obsessed with being a goddamn bag of bones, and now it's affecting her.
You may be right.
Yeah, it's affecting her performance.
Now that I think about that, you might be right. I haven't paid that much attention to it, but looking back on it, from when they started back in when they started. Oh
They've
wait,
been around forever.
They started. Yeah, they started. Oh wait, that's right, because I was at the second show when they came into WWE. It's also the second show of R-Truth.
What's up?
Yeah.
Lucky you.
I'm thinking that's back when they had the actual brand split and the super shows.
Good times. But yeah, I think that's what it is. I think Brie is just so obsessed with being a fucking Callista Flockhart impersonator. I don't know, and she cannot carry anybody else's weight. I mean, Naomi did a very basic fucking move. She was just gonna reverse. It was like a luchador move where she was gonna pop up on her, and all she had to do was catch her with the strongest part of her body. It's supposed to be your core and your pelvis, and she couldn't hold it. She can't hold weight. Now it's possible that Naomi botched this, but it didn't look like it. It looked like it was on Brie. I wanted to talk about that for a moment because it's becoming a fucking issue. And I don't know. But Nikki, I'm starting to care more about Nikki. And I don't know.
No, Nikki's been doing, she hasn't been horrible in the ring.
No, she's just horrible when she talks.
Right.
Yeah.
Other than last week. Her talking last week wasn't cringeworthy.
No, I wish they would have let the entire promo air because the entire promo was...
Why would they do that, though? I mean...
Well, the problem was the promo was so well done, but it blurred the lines of who was the face and who was the heel.
That was a jab at WWE creative.
Yeah. It was very good.
Why leave the good promo in?
What we forgot here was AJ was on commentary and was gold yet again. What is up with your girl, man?
She is perfect. That's what that is.
She's something else, man.
She is perfect.
She's so... I wonder how crazy she really is in real life.
Oh, I bet she's pretty much the same way.
I bet she fucks like a goddamn stallion.
Well, you can ask CM Punk that.
I'd love to have him on the show, but Lord knows I've been fucking bashing him so much he'll never come on. Because I'm not going to suck his dick like so many fucking people out there. You goddamn marks. You fucking CM Punk Kool-Aid drinkers. I'm not like you. Motherfuckers. Yeah, Jeff, defend his second interview. I dare you. I dare you to defend his second interview, Jeff.
I mean, there wasn't really anything new than the first one.
You're right. It was just about 10 times more bitchy and more condescending and more hypocritical. But yeah, it wasn't much fucking different. Oh, hey, you guys can chant my name all you like to anyone you want, just not my friends or my wife. Don't do that. Ruin the rest of the fucking show. Ruin the rest of the fucking wrestlers' goddamn matches. I don't give a fuck about them, but not my friends and not my wife. What a piece of garbage. God, that irritated me.
I'm actually looking at Brie from 2008. You might be onto something here.
I think I might have cracked the code.
I think you are onto something here.
Because I don't remember them being that skinny back then. And when there was all these rumors going around that Nikki was gaining weight, I'm like, no, she's not. It's Brie that's fucking looking like she's a coke addict. I'm not saying that she's a coke addict. I'm saying she looks like a coke addict. I'm just saying that she looks like one. So,
I think you're on something.
By George, I think I've got something. So Santino hams it up with the bunny after the commercial break, and then we get Rollins' show and Kane in the background, and basically show tells them we're not a team, we're the most selfish people here. You guys can be unified all you fucking want, but we just got to get things done. So that's how they pump up the main event a little bit. And I got to say, the main event was not horrible.
No.
Even Big Show wasn't that bad.
No, I think I can't really think if a Big Show works better in the ring as a heel or a face.
Yeah.
I think you would think with him being a giant,
Yeah.
he'd be better as a heel.
You would think, yeah.
I seem to enjoy him more as a heel than I do a face.
He was in this match quite a bit. He had a lot of ring time, and he spent a lot of time dominating Rowan at one point.
Mm-hmm. Big Red,
yeah,
the Big Red genius.
You know, fucking Joe Cronin went on a rant about the names, about like he's tired of everybody.
Lunatic Fringe, Lunatic Fringe.
Yeah. I thought about it for a second. This is nothing new. The Rattlesnake, the Great One, the Excellence of Execution, the Heartbreak Kid, the Viper. I mean, this is nothing new. This is the Blue Blazer, the Survivor. Owen Hart had like 4 fucking nicknames himself. This is the Big Valboski. I mean, they all had nicknames are nothing new, but it does seem to be more annoying.
They're just trying to sell them to the audience.
Does it seem more annoying now? I mean, because I'm right there with them on the Lunatic Fringe. If I hear fucking Lunatic Fringe one more time,
yeah, that's the one that's getting to me a little bit. You say the Viper, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's Michael Cole. It's Michael Cole always saying the Lunatic Fringe. By the way,
who came up with that? Who came up with that?
By the way, isn't it? I think Tom Phillips has proven he can take over Cole's job, at least on SmackDown.
Yes, I like Tom Phillips.
I do too. We do not need Cole on SmackDown anymore. I'm hoping that by the end of this year, Tom Phillips is going to have enough time on SmackDown where they could say, all right, let's get Cole out of there, and then maybe figure out something to do on Raw where replace JBL with either another wrestler, maybe Alex Riley, who I really like, or Renee, or I'd like to see Renee in there. But I've been advocating her for a while.
I think everybody has.
Yeah, because they're going to lose her. She's going to go to ESPN and make fucking millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's going to do.
Just like Grisham and Coachman.
Yeah, except for the one fucking idiot, Josh Matthews, who's like, I'm going to go to TNA. What a fucking idiot. And now he's taking over Tanae's job.
I don't watch TNA, so I don't really care.
Well, if you want to see Josh Matthews, there you go. Just go over to TNA because he'll be the new lead commentator over there.
Yeah, what network is that on now?
It's going to be on like WGN America or Discovery America. It's only in like 400,000 homes. Good business move, TNA.
Yeah, was it going to be on Fox Deportes?
ESPN 8, the Ocho. So, all right, back to the main event. It goes back and forth with the big guys going after it, and then eventually Ryback gets this power surge, and he actually pins Rollins with the shell shock, and that was interesting. Pinning somebody in a tag match doesn't mean as much, but that was interesting.
Yeah, you think he'd find some way, or Show and Rollins would find some way to not win clean.
Well, yeah, or
so
I
really
figure
kill anybody's momentum.
Or what they could have done, which would have made sense.
There we go. We got one. All right.
was have Rowan pin Big Show. That would have been a good way to hype their match. But instead, you have 2 guys who are not going to fight each other at TLC. They are in the decision. I found that was an interesting choice. And having Rollins lose a match, even in a tag team match, at this point kind of makes me even more question the main event with Cena. But I don't know. I might just be looking for things to complain about with that match. Because I have to sit through another Cena tables match.
Yeah, which I also liked, they said Cena doesn't have a good history at TLC. I loved how they conveniently left out the one where he lost to Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, they did leave that one out. But they talked about him losing the title twice in ladders matches at TLC, or tables matches at TLC. He lost to Orton and to Sheamus. But I think back then he was Great White Sheamus. Another nickname.
Great White ripped. Chisel God Sheamus. Sheamus.
You think he's irritated that they gave Rowan Big Red?
Do I think he's irritated about
Yeah,
that?
because Sheamus is like, well, I want to fucking promote gum. But now it could be Rowan. Rowan could be promoting gum now.
I got you.
Yeah, the positioning for brand marketing.
Yeah, well, Sheamus does the thing with the little kids. He touches little kids at Toys R Us.
Yes, he does. And he doesn't go to jail for it.
No,
It's a good touch.
that was it. That was a joke, people.
It was a joke, people.
Don't take that too seriously.
Yeah, besides, Sheamus he's a ginger anyway. He doesn't have a soul. You don't have to worry about it. It's okay. Gingers don't have souls. That's common knowledge. Common fucking knowledge. So I mean that was the SmackDown. I mean, what did you think of it overall? What would you give it? What did we give this week's SmackDown?
Well, nothing really relevant happened. Nothing was too great. I'd say from the amazing spot with the chair, I think that'll push my rating up to a 6.
It's about where we're usually at. 6.5. That's about where I'm at. I mean, I can't go low on it because it wasn't.
And also AJ's commentary.
AJ's commentary. I agree, but it wasn't.
Oh,
horrible.
sorry, Nikki. I can't look you in the eyes because of
yeah, not
the
because
belt.
of that.
Nothing else.
I love that. Not because of that. That's great. She is great. She can talk her ass off. I can't go low on it because it wasn't bad. I mean, the matches weren't.
There's nothing really
bad.
I want to complain about.
Yeah, but it wasn't spectacular. It was just another SmackDown, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Although some people will say that's exactly what's wrong with the product.
Oh, we got another one.
Jesus,
we're coming
Christ.
back.
You and
I'm sorry. Chris Butler, hometown guy. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Just take the momentum. Take the momentum. What am I going to do?
Pretty good at that.
Ed Crowley's coming for you, motherfucker. You better step it up. So let's,
oh my God, Patrick Berglund did something. Sorry.
It's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what's the biggest thing that happened this week in wrestling. Was it CM Punk Part 2? Probably. Do you feel there was a need for this interview? Because that was my biggest criticism. There was no need for it.
No, there wasn't really a need for it. It was, more of the same thing.
It bugged me. They come on and they're like, "Oh, we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know we didn't know we were going to break." Come on, seriously.
I did like the part where Punk was talking about who was it? Was it Michael Hayes when he was talking about his 3-on-1 match with the Shield?
Yeah.
He was like, "You got to make Roman look very strong."
Yeah.
And he said it 3 times.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
And he goes, "Fuck it, wouldn't it just look stronger if I lose to him?" Yeah, I don't know.
And then he tells him, "Okay, but you got to make him look." And Punk's like, "Yeah, I fucking get it."
I'm not sure how deluded Punk is. I don't know, man. There's 3 people now, at least 3 people, who have come out and taken at least an opposing side to what Punk has said at different points in his interview. So you have to ask yourself, from no other standpoint, we don't even have to get into what was said. Is it more logical to think that one person's lying or 3? 3 is bigger than 1, and it doesn't make sense that 3 people are just not telling the truth. I'm going to go with Punk probably manipulating the facts a little bit, exaggerating things just a tiny bit. I'm not.
I don't think Punk's lying. He may be exaggerating things a bit, but the injury stuff, I 100% believe that.
Well, sure. The injury stuff, most of it at least. I look. Do I believe for a fucking second that asshole had 20 years taken off of his life because of a kick from Ryback? Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know about 20 years.
Come on. This motherfucker is talking about going to the UFC now. And he's complaining. He cried like a little bitch on the first interview saying, "Ryback, he hurt me so bad it took 20 years off my life." And he's talking about fighting in the UFC. Come on, man. That drives me nuts. It's so fucking... And who buys that? Who believes that for a second? Marks.
Okay. Yeah, that sums it up.
Jesus, Kool-Aid drinkers. Oh, CM Punk's a god. No, he's not. He's a good wrestler. He's a great wrestler. In fact, he's probably top 5 all time in the ring. All overall performer, probably a top 5 guy. He's that good. But you know what? It doesn't mean...
And also, he was also misused, I believe.
Sure. There's no question about that. But who hasn't been? Who hasn't been? I mean, even Cena has been misused because arguably he should have been fucking turned heel or done something different years ago. But they do what they do because it makes them money.
Right.
They don't need it to make the money that it made in the Attitude Era. That's not a necessity right now. They need to keep the fucking boat afloat until the next fucking wrestling boom. And that's what they're doing. Is it right? No, it's not right. It's fucking... It's insulting to us. It's insulting to the fans.
I think the big wrestling boom you're just talking about, I think that might have been delayed, with Punk slipping away.
I don't know. Punk's old. He's 36 years old, 35. I don't know. I don't think Punk was a catalyst for the next boom.
But he could still go.
Well, sure. But I mean...
still go.
I don't... Look, part of me is kind of like... I'm not sure how much longer Punk had in him anyway. Punk was not going to be a guy that was going to wrestle deep into his 40s.
No, I could definitely see that.
So
I can see him sticking around like a
the injuries piled up. Yeah, the injuries piled up. And he's like, I'm 35, 36 years old. It's a good time to walk away. And I know they're going to be wanting more, so my name's going to be in the fucking paper.
He was upset because he didn't get the WrestleMania event that he thought he earned.
Yeah, and he was old enough where he could just walk from it. It also kind of bugs me how much some wrestlers, him included, talk about, they've lost the passion for the business, and they talk about how great it was traveling around with their buddies, wrestling in gyms in front of 50 people. You know what? You know why it was great? Because you didn't have any fucking responsibilities higher than yourself. When you get into the higher echelons of the business, you have responsibilities to a company. You have responsibilities to fans who are paying $50 a fucking ticket, sometimes a lot more than that. You got responsibilities to little kids who are buying your fucking shirt and your merchandise for $20 a fucking pop. You have responsibilities, man.
Or 30 in my case.
Yeah, well, 40 if you consider the money that you lost.
No, I got that. I got my Punk shirt last year.
Oh, okay.
The Rise Above Cancer one.
Rise Above Cancer. That's right.
Beautiful pink.
Beautiful pink shirt. Hey, you look like you could pull pink off. I'm proud of you.
I wasn't one of those kids. 10 years. How old am I? I'm 20. So yeah, 10 years ago I would have been in 5th grade. A bunch of the guys were wearing pink. I'm like, no. I'm not gonna wear that.
I was never a pink guy either.
I don't mind it, but there's a point.
The only time I wore pink was in the bedroom. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a deep-seated pussy joke right there. That's a thinking man's vagina joke. I'm proud of that one. Because it just has all kinds of potential. I'm proud of myself. I'm going to go have a cookie after this. Sugar-free cookie.
I don't eat cookies anymore.
You don't eat anything good.
I haven't had a cookie since I was 13.
Ah, Jesus. I weep for you.
And a blues player's dead.
That's not good. That's not good.
I don't know who it is, so you might... Oh, it's Gunnarsson. Okay.
So I think we've wrapped up...
Not that it's not good, but it's Carl Gunnarsson. It's not Petrangelo or...
It's not a real important player. It's okay. He's like a third-line guy. Who cares? So I think we've wrapped up SmackDown. Is there any other thing in the wrestling world you'd like to talk about before we get out of here?
No, not that I can think of.
Mm-hmm. Where can all the... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, you want to play WWE 2K15 with me?
Yeah.
PlayStation ID is Grand Slam 87.
Yeah, go ahead and tell the children where they can find you. Give them all... Do your plug-in.
Also got a YouTube channel, also titled Grand Slam 87. I just threw up a video. What was it, 2 days ago, where I screamed at Call of Duty or something. Yeah, that game's pushing me to the point where I'm doing a lot of screaming at that game. So if you want to hear somebody cry at a video game. Go check that out. I also play NHL and MLB. So if you want to play that with me on PlayStation 4, PlayStation ID is Grand Slam 87, and it'd be cool to see some of you guys there. Love to play with some.
Gotta check this guy's videos out, people. He's great. I love his videos.
I'd be on the lookout for very soon for a rant video on Yasiel Puig being on the cover of that game. That disgusts me. The cover of him is with his back turned and he's pointing up in the air. I guess that was after he struck out 7 consecutive times against us in the NLDS and he's celebrating it. That's a joke. That is an absolute joke.
You gotta check out Jeff Huffman's videos because they are funny. He goes crazy while showing you great video game clips in the background. It's very entertaining. Definitely check that out.
Oh, Marty's in.
Tomorrow, Jake Allen got the hook?
Yeah, he may have been in for the whole period. I've only been half paying attention.
Fuck. Wonderful.
Let me see how he's doing for you.
Fuck.
Actually,
shut up.
I'll refresh this.
You and me tomorrow night. We'll be on Shot from the Point live 3 p.m. Sunday.
Yes,
good sir.
Minus 1.2.
Oh Jesus.
Allen gave you
That's
3 goals. 3 goals on 9 saves.
Luckily, it doesn't really matter. I'm killing that guy. But you and I will be on Shot from the Point live with our good friend Tommy C tomorrow night.
Yes.
That'll be a lot of fun. I will see you there, my friend. And make sure you check out Joe Cronin Show. Joe Cronin Show on his Joe Cronin Show channel on YouTube, as well as his alternate channel, Spectrum Gaming 617. Make sure you check that as well. That's where we do all of our monetized this and Raw and pay-per-view reviews. So I will be returning this week because I am not sick. I was sick last week, so I didn't do the Joe Cronin Show review. So I'll be there for that. And we are also instituting a weekly Raw review right here on this channel as well. It'll be me and the British invasion man himself, Mr. Ed Crowley, because it went really well, and I really enjoyed doing a Raw review. And Jeff's in school. He doesn't have time for me.
So. Yeah, I got my last 2 finals. Got one Monday and one Tuesday.
Woohoo! Fight the power. Kick some ass.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, right. Good luck with that, man. But other than that, I think we've wrapped this show up quite well. Hope you guys enjoyed SmackDown. What did you think of it? Let us know. And I promise next week there will be less Punk talk unless he does a third fucking interview that makes me lose my fucking mind.
Or unless he makes a sex tape with AJ.
Oh, God, please. All will be forgiven. All will be forgiven. Oh, I'd like to smell her fucking vagina. I really would.
Oh, my God.
I would, man. I'd pay good money. Like an obscene amount of money to do it. Like, people would be like, really? And I'd be like, yes. Yes. I don't need to touch it. I just need to get close enough to get a whiff. And my nose doesn't even work. I can't smell it, and I'd still pay for to do it. I'd still pay to do it.
I'm starting to get a Charlie horse in my foot.
All right, so we're out of here, folks.
I'm terrified right now.
Like, subscribe, and share the channel, and we will see you next week. Peace out, Jeff.
See ya.